Welcome to Hitting the Greens from the Foundation Golf Center. Tim Hart with Brian Earls, our golf professional today. We also have Nick and Luke, a couple of amateurs out here, and we're going to show them some strokes. And Brian, we're really going to work on the bump and run here today.
Yeah, we're going to start here around the green with a nice close shot, bump and run, and then we'll back them up 10 yards at a time a couple times just to show the difference in the stroke and try to make it as easy as possible.
A lot of times it is the same stroke. It's just the speed of the club or how far you're taking it back.
Yeah, exactly right. It's the, you know, how hard you're swinging at it, how far you're taking it back, and then also ball positioning. We're going to play around with that today to hit the ball lower or higher depending on the shot.
Last time we had Nick on the show, first ball kind of sculled, second ball a little like this, third ball not perfect but up in the air, which is what you were trying to accomplish.
Absolutely, you know, and today we'll see how hard he's been working at it. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, well, he's been kicking a soccer ball, I can tell you that. I don't know about the golf. All right, so we got Nick coming up. All right, Brian, you want to show us the shot then first? Yeah,
we're going to start with a basic shot. Again, you know, for the amateur out there, even the better player, this is the same thing. You know, we're going to start with the ball position, closer to your right foot for a right-handed golfer. That means it's back in your stance a little bit. And you put it back there so you can hit the ball first, make contact with the ball first. The handle of the club is forward, kind of even with your left thigh, so that when you have that forward shaft lean, that will help you hit the ball first, rather than if your hands are back, it's easier to hit behind the ball and make an inconsistent hit. So we'll try to play it back in the stance. Hands are forward, and you're gonna get really close to it so you can make almost your putting motion to hit the shot. There's not much to it. You try to roll that up towards the hole, okay? So it's a very small swing.
And really, with this, you're trying to get it off of the taller grass right onto the green then and let it roll there, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Land it onto the green or, you know, fly over all the fringe or rough, whatever you're in there, land it on the green and let it roll up to the hole from there.
All right, come on, fellas, who's up first? How about Luke? He's not been on the show yet.
I'll let the oldest go first.
We're going to let the oldest guy go first. All right, he's going to get you all set up there, Luke.
Yep, get a little bit back in your stance. So, yep, there you go. You're gonna want your shaft forward, lean like that, and just have a little bit of more weight on your left foot. It's about 60% to your left side. Good. Now go ahead and make a putting motion. Excellent. You can see it's a low risk shot. You hit it very nicely. Real good. Let's see if Nick can do any better.
Let's see what you got, Nick.
Now you've been on before. You don't want to let him show you up too badly, all right? So play it even with your right foot. Get close to it, good. Shaft angles forward. Now make that small putting stroke motion. Not bad. You know, the last time you were doing it, everything was too hard. So I can tell you've been practicing quite a bit to work on that touch.
They've been practicing around the house is what they've been doing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Going all around the thing. All right, so what would he do? What would he do a little bit different than right there?
You know, I thought everything was really good. I think we just got to hit it harder, all right? So let yourself follow through a little bit, meaning let the club pass the ball and extend your arms a little bit, all right? So just follow through a little bit this time. Excellent. Really good shot.
Right, the hole, Luke, let's see what you got. And then we'll move on to our next
Yeah, we'll move
distance.
back a little bit, sure.
So again.
Back in the stance, put the club right behind the ball, perfect. Hands are forward, weights forward a little bit, and I'll make that small stroke, just like that. They got it figured out.
They got it figured out. Now we're gonna move them back. How about that? We're going to move them back and kind of keep the same stroke and all that type of thing. What do you think the biggest problem when somebody's on the fringe that they have? Is it the speed? Is it the what?
Yeah, it's just control, you know, and finesse. You know, through practice you can gain a little touch so you can hit the short shot. But a lot of people will take the club back too far and then have to stop it. Okay, so it's that deceleration into the ball that'll cause most of the problems out there. So it's important when you're close to the hole to make sure you're accelerating into the ball at all times. If you swing back too far, in order to get the ball to stop by the pin, you'd have to slow down and hope you hit the ball perfectly. But when you're decelerating, the chances of you hitting behind it or on top of it are really improved. So you don't want that. I mean, you want to make a nice short stroke and accelerate into the ball.
All right, a little bump and run out at the Foundation Golf Center with our golf pro, Brian Earls, our guest today, Nick and Luke. What's going on, fellas? You learning something here today? Oh yeah, they are, Brian. We'll have more coming up. Hitting the Greens after this. Back here on Hitting the Greens from the Foundation Golf Center and brought to you by the Golf Club of Coldwater. Brian Earls is our golf pro. We've got Nick and Luke today. And so the first shot that we worked on was the bump and run. We were only maybe 5 feet off the green. Now we've moved back, Brian.
Yeah, we've got probably a 40-foot carry to the green to a pin that's about 10 feet on the green. So we're going to have to hit something that goes a little bit higher and lands a little bit softer than what we just hit.
Now, are you going to use the same club on something like this?
I'm going to use the same club. I was using my sand wedge before. What we're going to do is adjust ball position. We're going to play a little bit forward in the stance so that when we hit it and sweep underneath it, we'll get a little bit higher launching condition and hopefully have a little more spin on it so it stops when it hits the green.
So the first shot we play to the back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then this shot we're going to play to the front. Is what you're saying.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
All right, let's go there,
Let's
golf
go up in
professional.
there
We're going
and
to
get
watch
there.
him. Fellas, watch his lineup.
Make sure that the club face is aimed at your target. That'd be so important. And you can see, now I've got the ball even with my left heel. I've got my hands, so I'm not forward so much. I'm just going to have my hands right back at the middle of my body. This would be pointing at your belly button most of the time, right at the center of your body, okay? I'll put a little bit of weight forward, all right? But I'm going to make the same stroke I just made. I'm going to get a little closer so I can do that and try to hit it higher and softer. Okay? So there's a shot there that flies onto the green. Probably flew a little bit too far, but it still stopped within 6 feet of the hole, and that's what you want in that situation.
All right. Who's up first?
Luke again.
Luke again.
All right, Luke, so when you get set up, we're getting more forward in your stance, so back up this way a little bit. Perfect. Have the club right to center. Good. We're going to use that to our advantage. Good. That looks pretty good right there. Go ahead and make the same stroke. Just like that.
Look at
So
that.
much higher, much softer, and a lot closer than the pro.
Nice
Real
little
nice.
shot. Not too bad there. Let's see what your brother's got. All right, Mr. Nick, last time he was jacking him
He was.
way out there.
Make sure the club stays back at the middle of your body. Good. Just like that. Trust it, make the swing. Let's try again and hit it twice as hard this time. Maybe even 3 times as hard. Because that was a nice stroke.
That was the right shot.
He just didn't hit it.
There
Better.
you go.
Better. And you can still see, you need a little bit more pop on it to get the ball a little bit higher and further up in the air.
Speaking of pop, let's see what pop can do. So again, towards the front of my stance, right?
Front of the stance, yeah. Make sure the hands try to stay back. That's where your tendency is always to lean them forward. Yep, so you can get a little height on it here. Not bad. Oh, it hits the flag.
Hit the pin, but a little bit too much speed. So really, in that instance, I did not get under it
as
with
much.
with the loft that I needed
Sure,
to do.
and these guys got probably a little higher lofted club than you do. They've got a lob wedge and a gap wedge, and you got pitching wedge. So they're already had a little head start, a little more of an advantage to hit the ball high.
Let's see what you got. We'll let them go one more time here. Let's see. Nick, get it on the green. Luke, get it on the green. Here we go. See if he listens the right way the second time around.
Yeah. There you go. Nice big follow through. No problem for him.
Luke, you might have to be a golfer in your later years.
It is a good skill to have.
Well, he wants to be a dentist. And you know dentists, they always have a lot of time for golf.
We've noticed that in town here.
No offense, Dr. Rubley and Dr. Workman and Dr. Brady.
Oh, he needs quiet.
Oh, he needs quiet. Wait till the contest.
Got some more behind you. Keep trying.
We're just going to go until you get it on the green. Come on.
Swing that club back. Swing it back. Don't be afraid of going long.
There you go. Look at that.
Now that's a great shot. A little better than your brother's.
Oh, right in there.
I like that.
Huh? It just took you a little practice, that's all. So again, as we take a look at the shots we did today, Brian.
Yeah.
One to the back of your stance when you're closer to the green. The second one to the front of your stance when you're a little further because you want a little more loft and get that way.
Yeah, you know, and that's just the basic being of it all. Obviously, you can have, as you get better and better, you're going to take that on your own and do some different things with it. But for the basic 20 to beginner golfer, 20 handicap to beginner golfer, this is what you want to do until you get more comfortable with things, because you don't have time to practice, or if you do have time, you don't like to practice.
Right.
So we need to just do a basic shot, and that's what this is.
All right. When we come back, it's the family challenge, hitting the greens. Brian Earls, our golf pro from the Foundation Golf Center. This is brought to you by the Golf Club of Coldwater. I'm Tim Hart. We got Nick and Luke. We'll be back with our challenge after this. Time now for our rules of the game. Brian, we've got a ball in the water, in the sand. What's the rule?
Yeah, within the hazard of the bunker in this situation, when your ball lies in the water, you do get relief. Albeit, you have to keep the ball inside the bunker. Now, the relief states that you can get free relief as long as you're inside the bunker and you find the nearest point not closer to the hole. So in this situation, you better pick your ball up, probably find the nearest point towards me, and then I'd be able to take a drop and put my ball in play from here.
Now, Brian, would you measure with the club or anything like that, or you're just going to kind of eyeball it, bringing it up?
Exactly. Just find the exact nearest point, take your drop there, and move on from there.
All right, that's your rules of the game here on Hitting the Greens. Back here at the Foundation Golf Center, it's time now for our Hitting the Greens Golf Challenge. Our challengers today are Luke and Nick, and Brian Earls is our golf professional. Brian, what are we going to do today?
Well, we just went over 2 different locations, one short, one long. We're going to let you each hit 1 shot from both those locations, and then we're going to total up how far both of your balls are away. Obviously, the guy with the shortest amount of distance total will win.
So if you have one bad shot, you can make it up on the next one.
You sure can.
You got that, fellas? Who wants to go first? The youngest.
There you go.
The young pup.
He's done it before.
He's done it before. He tied the last time. We got to go to the first one here, Brian?
We are, yeah. We'll go to that first flag, just like we were before. And let's see.
Nick, as we talk about in soccer, concentration is a big key, which means that I may be talking while you're hitting, and you cannot listen to me while I'm talking. All right,
real nice.
Speed, just a little bit off the mark.
That's one of the better shots he's hit, though. Under the pressure, he's
See,
come
you're
alive.
learning, my son. Here comes Luke, recently graduated, heading off to MSU.
Wow.
A lot of people aren't going to hold that against him. A lot of people are going to love him for that.
That'll be really nice for him.
Look at that. Oh.
Not quite as good
Not
as
quite
the
as good as the youngster.
Put a little pressure on him. He starts to falter.
Comes Daddy-O.
Comes old Dad.
Now, Brian, we're going to the back of the stance, right?
We are for you, absolutely. That'd be the left foot on that stance. Real nice.
Oh, Dad's inside the boy.
Puts himself in the lead, no problems.
Look at that, look at that. We're going to measure now, we're just going to take our next shot.
Let's take the next one, we'll put it all together.
All right, we're going to measure it up. All right.
Let's see, this counted 1, 2, 3, 4 steps for Luke.
I better let you do it, that way we got the same steps.
Yeah, because mine aren't that too big. 2 steps for Tim.
No way! No way! No way! No way! Hang on here. This is 1.5.
Okay, 1.5, 2, and 4, huh?
All right, we'll go with that.
I thought we rounded up.
That's horrible.
I thought we rounded
horrible. Did you pay him or something or what? Nick Haber, all the way from Quincy, Michigan, folks. Oh, is he gonna get? Oh, he has left the door wide open for his brother. If you get it on the green, you got him, Luke.
Forward in the stance, take a big swing. Don't be afraid to get it to the green.
Don't be afraid. Luke, do not be afraid.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty. Nick, you have an issue now with your brother. He's closer. I don't want to start closer.
Take a mulligan.
There's no mulligans, no. Is that what you're asking? Come on, Daddy-O, get some muscles.
It all comes down to the paces.
Yeah.
7.
6.5. No way.
That,
All right, come on.
that gives you 8.5 total, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I mean, that's an 8. That's 8 total. I mean,
no
Luke's
way.
winning.
I'm getting hosed, folks. I think they all. Wait a second. We want to mark yours up? I don't think we do. Thanks for being out here again. Thanks for being out here for the first time. All right, Nick and Luke, we had some fun out here. Brian, as always.
Nice job.
Great information. And again, you can watch these online at the Golf Club of Coldwater's website. And you can also come out here at the foundation to get some lessons from Brian or Nancy or Gary. What a great staff they have out here. I'm Tim Hart. Thanks for watching this week, Hitting the Greens.
But we'll make it a little interesting. Right out. No problem.
Got it out.
It's easy.
Dude, I'm out. I'm wet, but I'm out.